The rest of the well exploration is of no consequence. You find where the weirdo creep was had made himself into a little burrow, as well as the like nesting grounds of those horrible beetles.
Can we burn that?
Sure. Do a little genocide.
I mean, I'm down for genocide, but I'm wondering how we're gonna burn dirt.
Do a little
I throw a bunch of my bombs in there. Problem solved. Let's leave.
The dirt's not on fire, it's just fire is on the dirt. And you
We have a large group now.
Yeah,
if
you
the dirt
escape.
was on the fire, you wouldn't have fire.
You escape with these prisoners who are thankful to be out of there. They owe you their lives. And you regroup with Sakawachi's party, and you guys have an extreme amount of party members.
Hi, we brought some friends.
You know,
Okay, hold on. I would like to thank the data sync, I assume, add-on for correcting my settings for me and fixing my left click to release without me having to go into settings.
What did I do?
I don't know. The game threw like a data sync at me. I was just like, hey, your settings don't match up with save settings.
Oh, cool. And that fixed it?
I mean, left click releases objects now, and what more do you want in life?
I don't know. Let's play Dragons Defeated.
I thought for a second you were going to say Dogma, and I was like, well, this took a pretty extreme turn.
Wyvern's Creed.
Wyvern's Creed.
Okay, so the other party, Zaya, is assuming the role of leadership for what they are calling themselves to be reclaimers.
Those are some impressive eyebrows.
Yeah, Zaya Killambre Neverhome, a halfling. And they all appear to be pretty, like, kitted out. Well, they don't have any gear or anything, but the gear that wasn't...
Kitted out without gear? Holy shit.
Well, they are all clearly, you know, based on the way they carry themselves, the language they use, as well as the not necessarily taken holy symbols from them, to be mostly devotees of Iomade and Desna. But the like language of identifying your class, I don't think is something that exists. But they're all, you know, quote, champions here to reclaim Sarkoris for righteousness and justice.
So wait, did they just show up while we were in the well? Or were they with us the whole time?
We rescued
Someone
them.
help.
Yeah, Joe. You rescued them.
Oh, okay.
We did go check on the.
They were captured by the Beetle Man.
I remember now.
Yeah.
I just didn't recognize her with clothes on.
And you didn't you realized after defeating him is that he was harvesting their skins because he was the type of creature that needed to be continuously supplementing his decaying body with fresh parts. So kind of tragic, perhaps. And they remark that it's he may have at one point been one of the you know, lost people who came to the World Wound seeking to close it.
Wait, so there was a time where he might have just been a normal dude?
Maybe. So
These things can be like made.
The land here corrupts people terribly, and if he was injured and left for dead, it may be that he succumbed to a temptation of a demon and, was able to survive in a life of sorts that preyed on the less fortunate, like ourselves.
These demons do be doing demon things.
Yeah. But our task has been to roam these lands and smite evil and dispatch whatever vile creatures have been roaming it. There sure are a lot of you, though. Like, what are you doing here in the wilderness? If you
We're
guys,
going to.
you guys all look
That's
at each
a long
other. Wait a
story.
minute.
I know we're going to Kennebrus, but we're not going to Kennebrus. That's not our final destination, right?
Sakawachi says, "I don't know that we are going to Kennebrus anymore. That was just a route to get to Sarkoris, and we're here.
Sarkoris, that's right.
And we saw a sign, or Yawn saw a sign that led us to the well to find you, and maybe you were what I needed to see. Maybe you have the next step of what we think all of our combined destiny is."
Combined destiny.
Completely random, but can you please swap Sakawachi and Yawn? Their positioning is bothering me.
Also,
I'm just hanging out with my best friends.
Because everyone else is paired up, and then there's Sakawachi and Yawn. Yay!
how is it different?
Khali's got some weird beef.
Oh, the mirroring. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, all right. The aesthetics are off.
Sakawachi splashed Khali with water once.
Well,
Never been the same.
I haven't. Sakawachi will turn to you Gatewalkers and say, "Yeah, you've been helping me get here, but I don't know if I've ever been really clear about what it is I'm hoping, or what my task is once I've arrived."
Care to elaborate?
My grandmother told me that this was where the God Callers used to live. It's a group of people who they called upon their gods and sacrificed them for miracles. And I think this, in order to stop this Asoyo creature that I think is threatening my homeland and your dreams, I think that we will need to sacrifice one of these gods.
Okay. Feel like that escalated, but okay.
I mean, I can't be the only one that feels this way, right?
I mean, I definitely don't feel well, that's not true.
I was about to say, don't you want to sacrifice gods? Hold on.
I mean, it's complicated. I don't want to sacrifice gods. I want to kill gods. It's not the same thing.
Whoa.
It's just killing them with semantics.
These other guys are like, whoa, good luck doing that, buddy.
Utilizing them for power, but I don't want their power.
Semantics.
So you want a power vacuum?
It really is. You're a very specific edgy.
Yeah. I have a goal.
To disrupt the natural order?
Why is that the natural order? Beings having power over us is the natural order.
Well, beings
being allowed to kill our family willy-nilly is the natural order.
One of the reclaimers will speak up and say, well, they're also beings that protect us and give us guidance and make sure that we have what we need to live strong lives.
And make us all the weaker for it.
Not all gods.
Okay,
Make
listen.
it
You can't
reliable.
have it both ways. You can't have, hey, they're trying to kill us, and hey, they're trying to make us weaker.
It's both. Because they forced us to rely on some, we can be killed by the others. And what happens? Nothing.
But you wouldn't, like, think of it like parents. You wouldn't just get rid of all parents because some of them are cruel to their children.
We would certainly take the children away from the cruel parents.
Well, and that's
I'm starting to think you're throwing the baby out with the bathwater,
They're all cruel.
which would be an example of cruel parenting.
Parents that never let their children learn, so they always depend on them, are also cruel parents.
I think the subtlety is understanding when the gods are being unjust and we resent them just as much as you do.
Is a just God a God that allows? Is a just parent a parent that allows another parent to come in and slaughter their own children and do nothing about it?
They do their best, and that's why we believe in them to protect us. I can protect you or my child from an invader, and hopefully they protect the world from the other hostile gods. It sounds like this Asoya thing might be something that means you no good.
And it's me who has to fix it. No gods come to stop it.
Sakawachi says that's... Well, I don't know that we're strong enough.
Something. We are the tools of the gods and chosen with precision, and with reason.
We are the tools of gods, and then we need to reclaim ourselves. We can wield our own fates.
I mean, I'm all about wielding your own fate.
All these people here that have their religions, and Khali, the scientist, is like, I'm just gonna sit and listen.
I mean, when gods literally exist
Yeah, but Khali's still just like,
and
You
have
don't-
actively interfered.
You don't necessarily know that. That's just what people tell you.
Yeah,
Khali's a
but
scientist.
Yeah,
I mean-
I mean, it's not as impossible to be an atheist as it seems on the surface, because like most
Yeah.
average people don't see gods.
We have the rule book. But, you know, Yawn casts spells because of his belief in Desna, but Teriani also casts spells.
Yeah.
and Teriani understands the difference between our spellcasting. Mind, matter. What was it? Mind, matter, soul.
Life? No, you're right. Oh, man. Secrets of Magic.
Soul, spirit.
That is...
It's also addressed in the new core rule book.
I think it's like
Well, that book is downstairs. The Secret of Magic is not a book I physically have, so...
I thought it was mind, matter, soul, life.
No clue what any of you are talking
Yeah,
about.
I just don't. I'm just not sure.
Should have a secret magic.
But
There
Teriani
it
would know
is.
absolutely without even thinking about it.
I bought 2 of these by accident.
Matter, spirit, mind, and life.
Spirit. That makes sense. Zaya will say, well, if you are looking for the ancient Sarkorian ways, we're a few days out to the ruined city of Domora. It was destroyed long before the World Wound opened. It might be that you could find answers there. We can show you the way.
See any problems with this?
Sakawachi sort of grips onto you there, Yawn, a little bit, and says, sort of like whispers to you, and it's just like, my visions, they may not always be the most precise, but they always point in the right direction.
Well, at this point, I think we're just looking for a direction.
That way.
Good direction, Khali. Let's go that way.
actually poison is the funny thing. Not remembering I'm on a computer.
I'm just gonna like use my hand
Wait, did you
compass
say you
real
just
quick to
remember
make
you
sure they're
don't
going.
have a computer?
She pointed in real life.
I do that on phone calls too. I'll wave when I'm saying hello, and I'm like, wait, I'm on the phone.
This is why we need to play in person, so we can emote and do subtext. Text below the text. Well, we would be more than happy to show you the way there once we've all rested. You saved our lives, so we're kind of in your gratitude. And speaking of that, we have a few things that we managed to keep hidden that we could offer you as a gift for saving us. Gift.
Gift. Ooh, ring of energy resistance.
Acid.
A scroll of air bomb.
What would a ring of acid resistance be capped with?
Be capped.
Do
with
what?
One primal. Damn it.
Yeah, what gemstone? So like fire would probably be ruby, cold would be like a sapphire, as it says here.
An emerald. No, a peridot.
Peridot.
That makes sense.
A pair of dots.
Peridot. Well, I would like to throw my hat in the ring as the resident tank. More effective HP.
Yeah.
I mean, you use the same health multiple times, so it's pretty easy to argue that it's actually the most efficient on you.
Why do I still have fire weakness?
Because I manually added it.
I will manually remove it. Okay. Is there a way to macro that?
There is. I haven't done it.
Is there an easy way to macro it?
Wait.
Yeah.
Shit, I did that once, didn't I? $80 experience for a talk? Man, we should have more conversations.
Yeah. It's for saving Zaya, which was a thing that could have not happened based on how the well encounters went, and for also learning about the existence of the ruins of Domora.
Lamora.
So Sakawachi, as well as her team, are pleased to have a new point of reference to continue on Sakawachi's quest. And she, kind of confesses to Yawn that she thinks this may be the culmination of her journey. And Zaya is happy to show them the way. Do you guys want to go with them? If you say no, we're done.
Nope. Onwards.
I felt like we're pretty obligated to. I also feel like if I don't say yes to these kinds of things, I'm going to be lost in obscurity and to die to something random as opposed to being, like a main character in the story.
I want to be a main character.
Everybody make
Yeah,
a
Teriani has some main character syndrome. I think the best part about that is if he does actually leave, he won't be a main character.
Did I grab that scroll of airwalk?
Good question.
Oh. Yeah, I'll be disappointed by it though.
It's not an occult spell, so heads up.
I I know. That's why I said I can't learn it. That's why I've been expressing my disappointment.
So if someone would like to make a secret occultism check or religion check or arcana check, I have some.
Can I click the recall knowledge button, or do
You
I have to pick a
can.
choice?
That's fine. Teriani. Remember how, the past like 2 months you've been having, you and the rest of the party have been having like really unsettling, kind of regular reoccurring dreams?
Yeah.
You haven't had any for a while.
Weird.
Ever since we entered the sky.
You're not really able to figure out to like think on when they went away, but the last one that you can recall clearly is when you were on the ship and you kind of all went into a trance, but that wasn't really a dream.
So, if we want more sketchy ass dreams that maybe kind of tell a possible future, then we need to go get high.
I have hallucination juice.
Hallucination juice.
Rather, I can make stuff.
Didn't you forget how to make that? Did you ever learn how to make it again?
I know how to make hallucination juice, I'm pretty sure.
I would never forget how to make hallucination juice.
No, but like, isn't that something you gave up for knowledge?
No?
When we were talking to the talking heads?
No, that was a different thing that I didn't immediately relearn because I still had one in my inventory.
Okay.
Hey, at the end of the night, you guys are a huge crowd of people, so you can basically be unperturbed, and with the reclaimers leading the way across this blasted wasteland, you will not suffer any encounters whatsoever until you arrive at the ruins of Domora.
Oh.
1, 2.
Okay, so I can get our party fed plus 1. How's everybody else eating?
Alara, as well as Crawdler, are extremely good at foraging as well. So between the three of you, there are no problems for food. You also...
Calories, we're eating a lot of bark and leaves.
Yeah, it's you're not eating very good things, but you are eating regularly. And you will arrive on the first day of Gosrin. On a star day.
What are the vibes am I getting from the stars today? Since you mentioned Star Day.
What's my star vibe today?
Yeah.
It's this whole place is cast in a pale, or it's an overcast pale light. Here's some box text. That's fun.
Ruined stone monoliths? Wait, there's a place like this in IRL. Are we at Stonehenge?
We're at a Stonehenge. If Stonehenge were a dried lake bed and a complete ruined town, Zaya will tell you, yeah, this is Hume's Pool. Takes its name after the namesake of Domora. The local legend is that Domora Hume was a Sicorian of relative fame due to his conjuring ability, and after founding this village, an attack on Domora was staged, and being people that were nonviolent and peaceful, they had nothing to do but to pray for help, and supposedly he was able to call down the gods themselves and use their power to drive their enemies away.
So what I'm understanding is he used the gods as tools for his own end.
Oh no, we're back here. What? How?
Well, we're if you're going to be here looking for clues, we'll help set up a base camp, and we have our own agenda to here, but we can camp together and try and do our best to keep everyone safe. And we'll go to the new campsite map, which is the same campsite map.
The new same campsite map.
So you are in a ruined city. Sakawachi says the power of the gods that I'm seeking could be anywhere. We can't leave any stone unturned. Zaya says, or the Reclaimers will say, this isn't our first time here. The place will occasionally be overrun with all sorts of fiends, so be on guard and be careful. But as far as seeking the information you need, I have some tips where you might begin your investigation. There is a library, the Holobrim Library, which lay in ruins. Their primary temple and place of worship, where their height of religious knowledge and services, as well as crypts, are held. There is Domora Hume's Tower, where the secrets of God calling were supposedly taught, and I don't know how to talk anymore. It may be that you can find information in the fields of battle where Domora tried and failed to protect itself from the demon invaders.
Maybe next time.
A lot of power was made manifest in that place, and it may hold clues for what you seek as well.
We got lots of places to look.
Yeah, so remember back when we were in Seven Arches and we were doing research on the Kanipo?
Mm-hmm.
We're doing another investigation.
Yes.
Okay, is there a library?
There is a library. There is the temple. There is the tower where they taught the secrets of God calling. And there's also the battlefield where the God callers made their last stand against the World Wound.
Okay, but was there something about, like, powers of gods?
That's what you're looking for. Sakawachi is hoping to find and uncover that power so that she can use it to, at this point, pretty explicitly defeat Asoyo, because he is threatening her homeland at the Crown of the World.
I mean, I also want it for
Reasons.
personal reasons.
Let's decide where to go first.
So you camp out. The Reclaimers as well as the Arataki are happy to set up a base camp for you to fall back to in case things get out of hand or you get injured, but are eager to begin joining the investigation themselves once that is done. So your first scouting mission is whatever you decide. You may return to these places multiple times, but you are warned that the Reclaimers have some tips and tricks to keep lay low from being sensed by roving fiends. So being out in the dark without them is probably a mistake.
Well, they are the experts.
Yeah, you guys got attacked almost every day when you were on the caravan. You went a week and nothing bad happened at all. To sort of justify that, you did lots of like sudden we're changing directions, and there were lots of Iomedean prayers and or rituals that were done that they were not upfront about being willing to share.
Mm.
And also everything scared of Kirrik.
Man. That would do it.
Fear the edge.
And you guys are level 7, so nothing. You got if anything kills you, it's your fault, not mine. Point of
What, was
order.
there like a rule that said that? Once the level 7's legally your fault.
So on your first day here, which of these places do you think would be the most interesting to investigate?
Teriani has his heart set on the one place.
Oh yeah, the one place.
So specific.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called, but
Library, temple, tower, field.
Wait, is this like a Tower of Babel with like information on how to kill gods?
You'll find out when you get there? Question mark.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Kirrik is obviously interested in the idea of killing gods, so.
Yeah, I imagine you're just sort of like, how does this whole god killing process work? So
Yeah.
you've got some investing in it.
Okay, but like, start small.
Start small. Start at killing gods before you move to killing gods. Got it.
There's different tier of godhood, right?
There is a pretty big difference between like one of the random redeemers and Pharasma.
I mean, isn't it basically just god and then demigod? And then obviously the gods themselves have power rankings, but it's just god and then demigod, right?
We won't know until the end of this month.
There's not like 80% god.
There was in
I mean,
first edition.
they're full gods in terms of like having immortality and being able to give divine power.
Third
But,
edition
you know,
had divine ranks that started at 0 and ended at 5.
Well, that's true. But third edition had a lot of things going on for it.
only 5.
All right, it had a lot of things going on.
Each rank
Well,
was
the difference-
each rank was
Point.
pretty significant.
Yeah, the difference in ranks were huge.
Yeah. I think it was one of the devs at one point had said that like the difference between the weakest god and the strongest god is like the difference between a grain of sand and a star.
Yeah, but god's god. Kill them all.
So
Yeah, but don't start with a star.
I mean, you wouldn't kill a star?
That would end poorly
Like,
for
maybe a
anything
movie
and
star.
everything involved.
No, it's only if the star blows up. In fact, a reason to kill the star is so it doesn't blow up.
oh yeah.
Would it not? Okay.
He's got the Skynet logic here.
Yeah.
The most dangerous thing to me is that star, so let's kill the star.
Kill or
Hold
blows
on,
up.
killing
it doesn't blow up.
stars? That doesn't seem like something I appreciate.
Something who would appreciate?
Me?
Oh, okay.
Star is
I
a
heard
planet.
something somebody would appreciate, and I thought you said Desna. I'm like, well, I don't give a fuck.
How else am I supposed to find the true north?
Okay, wait, hold on. What do you mean
Or
by
god trickery.
north? Do you mean the direction of the North Star, or
Yeah.
like north from the planetary rotation, or is there a magnetic north on Golarion?
I mean, compasses exist. So there has to be a magnetic north.
They're called wayfinders.
And they can work with magic.
Not just straight up compasses were a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because not everyone who's not. It's not like everybody who's not a Pathfinder is just fucked. God, I
Moving
sure would like
on.
to be able to tell which direction I'm living into the darkness. Too bad I didn't join the Pathfinder Society.
Poor Sarah trying so hard.
All right, so it sounds like we're going to the tower.
Compasses by casting location north at the tip of a needle.
All right, yeah, Demora's Tower is allegedly where the traditions of god calling were kept.
All right. So, what button do I press to attack the library with my intellect?
You're splitting up then.
Not the library, the god calling tower.
Man, I almost killed
I'm
Teriani.
imagining a place with a lot of books. Teriani's gonna die.
Teriani splits on his own. He gets eaten by a dresser again.
Not again. So you are moving about the ruins, and there's a constant feeling that you are not alone. And you think that there may be lesser fiends that slink away out of sight as you pass by ruined stone structures and withered, decayed corpses of people who have been murdered by the World Wound invasion.
I mean, I appreciate the fiend's willingness to just not fuck with us. I hope they're smart enough to keep that up.
It's not difficult to identify the tower. The reclaimers have pretty well described how to move about the ruins and what you should be looking for your sites. The tower is very easy to point out because it is a building that remains standing, winding stone building that is about 4 levels up, about 20 feet in between each floor as it sort of winds up and slowly shrinks. You can begin investigating, making sure that the coast is clear first. What's everybody doing? Well, let's see here. The first floor appears to be relatively clear. Each story is a large open room. And I imagine you guys have the sense to sort of, before you begin investigating in earnest, making sure that there aren't any like dangers lurking about.
I like to think I would.
So moving to clear the space, you move up to the floor by floor. So far it's clear. You can tell the place is ruined and it's maybe been looted before, but hopefully looters aren't interested in language things or learning. But I would like everyone to make a perception check just to look for dangers.
Should I need to redo my stupid daily stuff?
You should redo your stupid daily stuff, yes.
There's that permission to hit the rest for the night button.
Everybody hit the button.
Yeah.
Sounds so sad. I got 99 health.
Now I get to stuff things in your inventories.
And I'm going to cast this on myself. I am now a walking potion.
About
What?
time somebody was.
I have a spell called Vital Beacon. People can interact with me and get healed.
Are you ruining my 1 point?
No.
My only reason for being here.
You make things go boom.
My only reason.
My own reason to exist.
Who gets knocked down the most? I feel like it's
It's a tough call because, like, most things have to get through me first. But once
just-
they get through me, other people start getting smacked down, and those people have a harder time getting stabilized.
I'm just trying to figure out who to give another elixir of life to.
If you're getting an extra, probably not me, because like it's hard for me to use them. But you go to somebody else, and they can use them for themselves or on me.
I guess I could just. Mostly my problem is weight, so I'm just gonna like stuff it in my bag, I guess. I don't know.
Hold on, I made the mistake of changing some settings.
Oh, what a mistake.
Notice my shit gets super laggy whenever the dice roll, so I think I'm just going to turn those on to low quality.
You gotta turn them off. They're terrible.
I might be turning them off, but we'll see how this goes. I mean, having a physics engine running in a browser that biases like to a specific role is a bit rough.
Are you trying to fucking? What's terrible? What are you trying to do?
Dice so nice.
Oh.
I turned the quality down to low.
I think I have passed out all of my things.
You're no longer clumsy.
I have so many different bomb types.
Well, good.
It just means you're prepared.
Upon the 5th floor of the tower, they've been more or less identical in shape. They've had, not a heck of a lot of furniture, but you have seen lots of etchings into like stone plates, as well as, tapestries and things that bear further investigation once you know that it is safe. The top floor is of seeming, disrepair and bad, bad state. And you're like, oh no, this place is going to be a mess and it's a nightmare. But in the top left corner is just a sort of huge pile of what looks to be like rotting flesh that, as you begin entering the room, is slowly sort of coming together and unfurling itself. Kirrik,
Like that.
you don't like that, yeah. It is not hidden, so it's difficult for it to be actually hiding. So you are all spotting it as soon as you kind of cross the threshold of being able to see around the rail here, and it unfurls these big flaps of skin and bone and flesh. It's a dragon.
The freaking death dragon thing in
It seems
Monster
like
Hunter.
someone's
What is
killed it
that?
already.
It seems to be very dead already, but it is nonetheless making this
Alhazak?
gurgling kind of a horrid noise. It's like it's roaring, but there's nothing to make the noise, so it just makes like a gurgle, splashing, squelch noise.
That looks like Valhazak.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. This is a purple Valhazak.
What
I
is
hate that stupid thing.
What's Valhazak?
The big old fucking like it's this, but a Monster Hunter.
Oh, you
And
Capcom
more
dorks.
red.
And isn't
Uh,
there a new Monster Hunter coming out soon?
Monster Hunter Wilds comes out in February.
Oh, guess we better finish before then. The perception checks that you guys all rolled were secretly your initiatives. And none of you managed to go before the dragon, which will activate now.
Wow, I rolled a 20 instead and go before the dragon.
Huge
Oh,
guts
no, I mean,
dragon.
there's a very real chance that we're all dead. Can I talk about how many extra squares that breath is going? Like, he's over there and just, like, vomited in the middle of the floor.
Does that mean I can hit him from there? I was hoping
Wait,
there was
Wait,
out
which
for.
direction is going up the stairs? Is this way going up the stairs?
Yeah,
Here's my-
Kirrik is the first one.
Okay. I was a little confused.
I don't think Adam would ever put me in back on purpose.
Wouldn't you want to be in the back?
No, I mean, sorry. I don't think Adam would ever put me in the front on purpose.
Yeah. Well, and they keep having to drag you along because you want to start working, and you're like, "Oh, but the tapestry," and they're like, well, "It's not safe. Clearly, look at this thing." So this thing is going to assemble itself into a more corporeal form and blast you guys with a breath weapon, which is not breath itself, but just a stream of fetid viscera.
This thing's throwing up on us, and I don't like it.
I feel like this would very much be some sort of poison or acid damage here.
It seems to be some kind of a reflexive maneuver here. Yawn, Teriani, you guys can give yourself cover. But Khali and Kirrik, you're going to be more or less in the brunt of it here. Reflex save.
I want to reroll that.
Fuck. I'm gonna hero point that.
Oh god, where's my cat look? I must find it. Yeah, I'm using my cat look.
I like how Adam prefaced this with, by the way, if you guys die, it's not my fault anymore.
You know
Hey, didn't I
what?
do the same thing? Shit, hold on. Is this
Uh,
revenge?
I'll take that L.
I'll take that W.
Mm.
Not everybody can be W here.
Hero point well spent.
All right, it is a basic save. So here is the damage. It is bludgeoning and poison, as you are.
Hey, I can resist some of that.
Fucking thing.
I was
Yeah,
right.
if I didn't hero point that, that would have dropped me.
Yeah.
I would be
Really?
dying too right now without the hero point. Yeah. Well, because it'd be 80 damage and it would have drowned me as a crit fail.
Oh, you were critically failing, yeah.
Did anyone critically fail?
No.
Before my reroll, I did. But I think Nick also critically failed and took a reroll.
Yeah.
Good calls. Good calls.
Yeah, I know what's up.
I know.
And I'm glad I passed out the potions.
Immediately ducked down super low.
Okay, Teriani, take your damage.
What damage?
Oh, you crit succeeded. Never mind. Yeah, what damage? Correct. That was 2 actions. It uses the 3rd action to reveal that it is in fact a zombie. It has none. Khali, it is your turn.
Oh.
All right then.
Well, it's a
Well-
slowed one.
It is slowed 1.
Yep, it's a zombie.
Let's grab some lightning and hope that this thing becomes off guard.
It's because it's
Something about
actually a
lightning.
moving skeleton, but all that flesh is weighing it down. No one thinks that's entertaining, or just me.
Before this,
Funny joke.
actually no. Oh wait. Well, that hits. It's also got to do my save, which I'll pull up the whatchamacallit for. Where is it? There it is. There you go. Here's it say. For dazzled. Which I'm sure it will succeed, but
Man, it'd be really funny to scare this dragon to death with a fantastic
Critical
sword.
success.
yeah, it's still off guard though, because lightning bombs. Draw bomb, throw bomb. Remove bomb. Ooh.
That should be a weapon. Okay.
Does this table cover?
No, but you could use it to take cover.
Okay. Well, I don't have that many actions, so I'm just gonna shoot the thing. And critically miss. Cool. Alright.
Just goes right through it.
Probably.
Kirrik.
It's off guard for you, Kirrik.
If you delay your action, I'll haste you.
No, why do you always say this after I move? Delay after Teriani. Delay.
Okay. Haste and... Oh, hey, would you look at that? Oh, that's actually... should be measured like that. Damn. Okay, never mind. No, hey, would you look at that?
Oh, I love
On
this.
top of the haste, enjoy your nudge fate and...
Everybody juices Kirrik.
Hey, I know our
I don't know.
strengths.
I don't know
We
why,
know
but
who
this
his
song always reminds me of fucking Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know why. This track, I should say.
I just love this one.
Really? It gives me like a small Witcher fight kind of vibe.
Makes me think piratey
Yeah,
stuff.
I re-imported all the music just to add the new stuff, but I didn't do it with the playlist, so it's just all mixed together. Kirrik, you gotta
Music.
grab that haste, grab that nudge fate, grab that familiar.
Haste. Nudge fate. Familiar. I was waiting for Joe to finalize all of his decisions. Alright.
Maybe I should have hit intern sooner, and that would have told him I was down. But you know what? Fair, I do sometimes.
Your haste and his slow cancel each other out, and you critical hit.
One away from a critical before? Are you kidding me? Or no, he's off guard.
Then I will drink of my foes.
I think you want to drink that.
He has no vitality.
It doesn't qualify that it has to be alive.
Absorbs your foe's vitality.
The only thing it needs is hit points.
Whatever it's using to animate, I drink.
So
Can you? But then you're not drinking.
heal
you're not drinking
24
vitality,
void
you're drinking
damage.
Void.
No, it gets what's the word? Filtered. That's why I only get 24 of it.
The sword is like a straw.
Yeah.
That pommel,
58.
that's a burrito filter.
That'll shift me to body icon, which if it is capable of being interacted by mental effects, it is dazzled. Or it makes it say to not be dazzled. Oh, it is dazzled. That's right. It was pretty good.
It's
And
capable
then-
of being affected by mental things as dazzled, so I'm really emotionally invested on this thing getting dazzled. Yeah.
It's not dazzled.
Fuck.
I can't make him say it. Alright, that's all my
It
actions.
also means I can't scare him to death.
Yawn, big zomboid.
Big zombie means big cleansing.
It took extra damage.
I cast Holy Light.
Oh
Man, I
holy,
really...
oh holy light.
Oh, you're right. It did take extra damage.
Yeah, I was like, what is it weak to there?
He puts on his
So that actually means I gain an extra 5 health. Because the damage done.
he puts on his shades.
He's wearing his sunglasses at night.
How rude.
So he can
Alright,
see.
you've never hit with holy light in your entire career.
That's not true. I've hit twice by accident. Then I guess I will just use the charge the vital beacon. Round, use an interaction to start hands. 4d10 healing first. So I will use that 10 on myself. Okay, it I don't think it has straight up automate. And that will be the end of my turn.
Oh, this is a short track. Huge guts dragon. It's you have run up under it, and it is going to very cumbersomely try and snatch you up in its jaws. It missed.
Thank God for a familiar bounce luck.
Hey, look at
And
me making the difference.
then it will swipe at you with a claw.
Damn.
Hey, familiar bounce luck.
Once again, help me out by avoiding a crit.
And it uses its third action that it doesn't have to sort of heave and shudder as it's regenerating organs inside of its open, exposed gut to recharge its breath weapon.
Ew.
Khali, you're up.
This shit right here is why you harvest dragons.
I like that the token
Decisions,
is too
decisions.
big for the chat log. It just popped out.
I mean, that makes it seem a lot more imposing.
It's true.
I'm a big fan.
This thing. It's like a zombie, right? Would it be susceptible to vitality damage then?
Who knows? You could recall knowledge on it, and I'll tell you explicitly.
I suspect it would be.
We're gonna grab some sunlight, because regardless of whether it's susceptible to it or not, it will definitely take fire damage. As long as I hit it. And I think bottled sunlights have fancy special effects too. But let me find my fortitude save first. One is also for dazzled. Wow, it definitely took damage from that.
Damn. Yeah, you got fucking.
Oh,
It's
and
got
that's
the vulnerability on the main hit and the splash damage.
only
Oh,
a,
it.
only a success.
Okay.
Yeah, alchemists paying dividends on elemental damage types.
Yeah, do more of that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna die. It's your fault. Yeah, sure. Okay, all right. Round 2, this thing's more than half dead.
Let me.
I mean, it just got its breath weapon recharged, so
That was a grab.
Not
That
much
was a
of a
throw. Doot, doot, doot. Can I take cover behind this railing?
Yes.
Alright, I want to do that. Let me find my action for that. What kind of cover would this be? Whatever I find.
Standard.
Cover. Standard. Cool. And then in my turn.
still measuring. Sorry about that. I'm going to turn around. Fuck, I feel bad about not using the tree again, but hopefully that'll make a difference. I just don't want to be close because I don't want to get caught in the breath weapon, and I don't understand its area of effect right now.
Yeah, me either.
I have a breath weapon.
Yeah, there's a
This
good
is
chance that it's a 40-foot cone, and it's just going to hit all of us anyway.
Gain.
I'm
Come.
not about to test its fort save. That seems ill-advised. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, not a chunk of adamantium too, right?
You do have a
Yeah.
chunk of adamantium now.
Mm-hmm.
19.
No, take this cold iron. Damn. Alright, I'll try that adamantium next time. That's all my actions.
Yeah, I want to move. Can I stand here?
Sure.
Cool. I'm going to move there with my haste action. I'm going to no scar but this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, perfectly average. That puts me in my weapon icon. I'm going to attack the Dargon.
It's a hit.
And then I will use my last action to switch to my Warn icon, which will give me a little bit of AC. Faster.
If only anybody had shields.
I have a shield in my bag.
Hey, it works even if they don't have shields. It just works really well if they do have shields.
Yawn.
I want to believe in myself, so I'm gonna try it again. Where'd it go?
Just trying desperately not to get hit by a cone. Look at Yawn trying desperately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lighting up the room. I'm making sure you have the visible light to be able to strike it appropriately.
Big burst.
There are
After I hit it, you like, hey, let me give you some light.
There are numbers bigger than 2 on the die. I recommend trying them
Yeah,
out.
I'm going to try to reroll using a hero.
Isn't it nice when you're running the game and you roll low and it's like, perfect. Everyone is happy with that.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Damage.
Not vulnerable to fire damage. Noted.
He's very wet.
And then I will.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna ditch Khali and move over here.
I can't
Back
believe you've done
upstairs.
this.
He can only hit at most 3 of us.
I think 3 would be kind of tough. Oh, yeah, never mind. He could probably position the cone. Like up here.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's some jank cones that he could probably
Or
do.
here, probably.
Well,
Yeah.
he either has not recovered it yet or has other fish to fry. He again tries to take a bite out of Kirrik. There we go.
Oh, no.
There's the numbers we expected to see the last time.
Oh, no.
Huh.
I feel
That's
like
fine.
that could have been a lot worse, so.
He's
It wa-
fine.
He's
Probably.
fine.
I mean,
Probably-
that's roughly within the same vein as the damage it dealt last turn, just times 2.
Khali gets the hero point for double triggering weakness.
That
He
sounds alright.
doesn't mechanically have you in his mouth, but while he narratively has you in his mouth, he will crunch down on you, making an iterative jaw attack.
Ouch. Ouch. You're right, Khali. They could have been way worse.
And end his turn.
What do I throw at him this time? I have so many options.
Do more of that other one.
The sunlight, I only carry 2 of those. But sure.
I mean, triggering with double weakness, that's pretty good.
Let's hope I hit this one too. One action. I missed! I have 2 hero points. I would have rerolled that.
Worth.
I still missed. Okay, let's have him take his splash damage.
Worth. Your lightning bombs just make them off guard. No save.
Yeah, as
It's
long
on
as
a
it
hit.
hits.
Yeah.
Hard.
Okay, that's still super good.
I've been trying to get bumps primarily that just have fun effects on them, like fear
Yeah.
or off guard.
It's definitely the way to go.
Okay, grab bump, throw a bomb. Doot doo. Well, I would shoot him, but apparently I don't have anything in my cat bow, so we're gonna still take cover. I'm assuming I have to redo that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just not gonna let the toggle go away.
Neat.
Nice.
Teriani is currently in the process of swallowing Kirrik, which may not be the worst thing in the world because it's more like a slide.
What? Teriani?
No, Teriani is currently in the process of swallowing Kirrik,
Oh.
which may not be the
I
worst
missed
thing in
the
the
it.
world because it is more like a wet slide.
Let's kill this thing. Kirik's gonna be okay. There's one thing Kirrik and this dragon have in common right now, and it's both of our guts are hanging out.
Oh god.
Oh no, Joe fell off the internet.
No, sorry, I'm still here. I'm just tired.
I don't know if Joe warned you guys, but he may suddenly disappear if his girlfriend has to go do emergency vet stuff.
It's understandable. But, you know, fight against an undead dragon at the top of a wizard's tower not compelling enough for you?
This is what happens when Joe stays up till like 1 o'clock researching World of Warcraft.
Alright, let's
Oh,
see here. Damage
Might be
1.
enough.
Okay.
Damage 2.
Okay.
Is that it? I see a health bar disappear. Yeah, it goes.
Third one is just a double tap.
Explode!
Ew.
Yeah,
That
I'm
is-
on the other side of the room right now.
Yeah, Kirrik, either make a reflex save or a fortitude save.
Let's do a fortitude
Yeah,
save.
it's such a
We'll
big
leave
blood
it better.
splatter.
Oh god,
Yeah.
it just disappeared.
Alright. Knowing that you have a hole that you could potentially drop down and get away from this blood explosion, you choose to instead face it, and you are covered in gore and viscera.
Why
That's
does
it.
someone like jump down the hole? There could be something gross down there.
I mean, also,
just
Kirrik-
throw a bucket of water on him.
Kirik's biggest weakness is he believes in his own immortality.
Those are the effects of failing the save.
Wait, what's
Oh,
your
really?
second title?
Peerless under heaven.
Oh.
There's a third epithet too, but we're not going to reach that.
We might. Alright. You have dispatched the dragon, and there are no other creatures of note or concern.
What's the deal with this fort save?
You're covered in blood and gore.
Oh, okay. You said those were the effects, and I thought there was something that I missed, but
Also, Teriani, good point about not understanding the area for the breath weapon, because I didn't either.
so if Kirrik were to get his third epithet, it would be the
Wait.
last ruler.
That dude dealt near max damage on that first breath weapon. It was 40 something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, thank God I fucking rerolled. Holy shit. Taking 2 would have fucked everything I did up. We're out of initiative, right?
We're out of initiative, yeah. You guys can recuperate. You've dispatched the dragon guarding the top of the tower. it was relatively easy to escape from that fight, but then you know there's a dragon there, and he will be harassing you the rest of the campaign until dealt with.
How many dragons is this? Also, it says the game is paused for me. Thank you. This is what, like the third or fourth dragon? Or dragon type creature?
Certainly the second.
We had one in the jungle, there was one in a cave, and then there's this one.
Oh yeah, because we fought the one dragon-ish thing in when we were like warping.
I thought there was another dragon somewhere along the line, but I forget.
So we found the one dragon outside of the city that we teleported back to.
We didn't fight that. We negotiated with it.
Yeah, we negotiated with that one. We fought the wyvern while we were warping between planets. And there's this one.
That wasn't a wyvern. That was a pterodactyl.
Oh, that's less cool. Why would you take this from us?
And then there was like a drake or something in the forest, which I consider a kind of dragon.
Was there a dragon in the forest? Wasn't that the one we talked to?
No, that was in a cave outside of a city.
Drake?
Yeah, that's the one we talked to.
That was also in a forest. It was a cave inside of a forest outside the city.
No, it wasn't.
We didn't talk to the drake.
What? I don't remember Drake.
All right, Khali, you got to tell us which episode this happened in.
Oh my god!
No, that was
find this.
no. You're right. It was the Drake that was guarding the portal that you had to fix to get home.
Drake.
Well, that's what I was talking about. I guess, yeah, not while we were warping.
The only one I knew about was the one that was guarding the bodies. Trophies.
Art gallery. A Castravelian jungle drake.
Yeah, that boy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
I just remember the freaking stinger because I keep getting impaled by stingers.
This is becoming a known problem for Khali.
You did get impaled by a monkey scorpion
I
thing?
still have his stinger. Yeah, I could make glue with that now. It's like a item level 7. I think I'm level 7. I could probably do that effectively.
Make some sovereign glue.
Yeah. Don't know what I'd use it for, but I could sure as heck try and figure out how to make it.
What's down this hole?
You've already been down there. It's just the lower floor of there were 5 total floors in the tower. Now that you guys have recuperated, Kirrik was the only one that really had any consequence of damage. Khali healed herself very quickly. You guys are free to continue to begin your investigation checks, which I've got a bunch of props for.
No.
I don't have anything to describe what you're investigating, but based on the dice rolls, I can tell you the clues that you find. So clearly this was at one point, a tower that bore significant magical consequence. You can maybe perhaps find clues with Arcana, or Architecture lore, or Occultism, or Religion, or Perception. In transmission.
End of transmission.
To recall knowledge about non-material creatures. I don't think that would apply here. Was it supposed to be a public roll?
Yes, because there's a meta currency going on here.
Kirrik is covered in blood and guts. He doesn't have time for searching.
He's still trying to get it all out of his eyes.
Yeah.
Joe fell asleep. I gotta help Joe.
No, I'm here. What do I need help with?
You wanna so we've cleared the Tower of Monsters and now we're looking for clues. So there are,
That's not the recall knowledge.
yeah, there's a occultism prompt. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Ignore that then. I'll use the prompt. The prompt?
It's just above Khali making the first check.
Public, private.
Public.
Oh, I should reload while I'm thinking about it.
All right. Perform the following steps. Tally the IP gained at each investigation site. Okay.
This is scary, dramatic music.
I know
Dark
you guys are going to find
faces.
dark secrets about God calling.
Oh no.
Call Kalen for a good time.
Gross.
I mean, that's all occult magic really is.
Right. Oh, all right. Let me do some shenanigans here.
Oh, so I'm assuming there's nothing I could have taken from that dragon.
No, it was just guts and viscera and stuff.
Okay.
You will detect some magic though, and we'll resolve that here shortly. I'm just doing some bookkeeping here because this is me being unprepared.
I've been dealing with dragons so much lately.
Oh, Dragon Slayers.
I'm playing Sky. I'm trying to get the 3 achievements that I don't have on both the computer and the Xbox, and I'm like, why don't I have these? But one of them is to kill the stupid, what are they, legendary dragons? And you gotta be such a high level for that. For them to even pop up, and it's just irritating.
Wait, in Monster Hunter, or is that a different?
Skyrim. There are a lot of dragons in Monster Hunter too, though. Like the Valhazak that we just fought.
Oh, Valhazak.
Yeah.
Freaking armor on that thing looks so cool, and I hate it because it's such an awful, disgusting monster. But its armor is so good. Same with the Odogaron.
Okay.
Fucking Monster Hunter in a nutshell.
So you spend the majority of the day going through the tower, hoping to find whatever information you can. You don't feel like you've done a complete job, but by the time the day has worn off, you discover the following clues and/or evidence. You find sort of tucked between the staircase and the wall are several large metal plates. Each one etched with a portrait as well as a story of talented students here in this school, effectively. It's the history of 4 like noble houses or Sarkorian clans. You're not really sure the context. Their names are Sagius Howlingblood, Jockey Allriver, Genin Wintersun, and Alkin Star Eye.
Nord names.
They were, the more or less people who first learned the art of god calling from Domora Hume. You find.
I'm glad they wrote it down.
Yeah, you find in a hollow secret compartment of a table leg a tapestry, very tightly wound and bound for safekeeping. It shows 5, or no, it shows 4 humanoid figures standing in a circle deep in the midst of a ritual, and in the circle between them is a pillar of water sort of spouting out of markings on the ground that forms up into like a giant crab.
Crap.
Giant enemy crab.
Yeah, giant enemy crab. There are Sarkorian markings that I don't know that any of you can translate. If you don't have supernatural abilities to read foreign scripts, you can attempt to decipher writing.
You have a button?
I don't. But it is in exploration actions, basic actions.
How
I'm
long does that take?
using occultism, religion, society.
You can use any of the ones you want. Khali made a check and succeeded.
Cool.
Yawn made a check and succeeded. Teriani made a check and critically succeeded.
So does that mean I'm done first, or do I get more info?
Good question. This is a depiction and an explanation of after Domora Hume had passed away, that the Godcallers could combine their powers and summon again the original goddess Dizad, who Domora originally summoned.
Dizad.
Dizad,
God,
who
so
apparently
sad.
is some like giant crab thing.
Giant enemy crab.
Giant enemy crab. Now that you know it's a goddess, it is an enemy crab.
Correct.
Weird noises. You also find a bag of holding? Question mark? The bag that has stuff in it.
Order.
Turn it inside out. Do it.
I feel like we should make sure this is an actual bag of holding and not one of the bags that tries to eat you.
I mean, that's why we're turning it inside out first.
Dump it out, and it reveals several bottles, as well as hundreds of gold pieces.
Yoink.
Okay, so who wants to do the fun part? I identify the bag.
Identify the bag. Post skill
Wait,
checks.
is it a magic bag or is it just a?
It's a magic bag. Ariani, you are not sure if it is a cursed bag being influenced by demon magic and will eat your hand or not. Khali, you think it's pretty safe. Yawn, you don't trust it either.
Oh, he's just like, I don't care if it's demon bag, it's a magic bag.
You are between the three of you. You are not sure if it is safe to put your hands in or not.
Grow a hand.
You grow a hand.
I
Who
mean,
here can regrow one?
what happens if I like stick like a little piece of the dragon's arm on it, like in it?
It goes in.
Does it get bit?
Nope.
What are these butter and cherries? I wish to know.
You're also smart enough to know that it could be that it waits until some
absolutely
living
be.
thing goes in. Yeah. The butter.
Mm-hmm. Butter.
You don't know what it is.
What a cherry.
Do we have to stick our hands in to like pull it out to look at it?
No, you can turn the bag inside out and everything gets dumped out. Yawn, you also don't know what the melted butter is. Khali, you have an idea of what the melted cherries are. You think it's just a healing potion, but you're not sure how strong.
Well,
I'm
I've
carrying
got
too much money. I'm over encumbered.
Yawn, you don't think it's a healing potion at all. You believe that it is a potion of true speech.
New speech. Is that like tongues?
It when consumed allows you to speak and understand all languages for 4 hours. Teriani, you think that's not true and that it is actually a healing potion.
It is read like a healing potion.
Yeah, but red could also mean knowledge. You know, the gathering, the bloodstained canvas that is what we write, what we've learned on.
I think poetry is different on your planet.
Well, we never claimed we were good at it. It's all written by the stars.
All poetry is written by the stars.
Yes. None of it's our fault if we blame it on the stars.
Classic. Fuck. I was gonna say deist, but that's not quite correct. But classic religious people. Donde.
Dondi.
Do we think Kirrik could regenerate a hand?
He could not.
Yeah, I mean, healing and regeneration are usually expressly separate.
What about finger?
Let me rephrase. Healing and regeneration are usually expressly separate.
We could always just find something to stuff in it, although I feel like that's kind of cruel to whatever we stuff in it.
I mean, we could
Maybe
go
a
find a
bunny.
hymn for something.
That's true. Bag of holding your hand
No,
violently.
and him is probably more humane somehow. They're smarter, but I guess we operate under the presumption that at some point they did something to deserve it.
Well, who's holding on to this until we figure out what it is?
You're the loot goblin.
I
You
am,
don't want.
but
You don't want this loot.
I can't hold 2 bag of holding. Gee, why does your
You're
mom
the
let
one
you have
who
2 bag of
covered.
holdings?
I mean, I can hold more and more and more.
It's bag of holdings all the way down.
Yeah, she's gonna accidentally put one bag in another bag and just fucking vanish. Or is that only D&D?
It was
Oh god, File Explorer
bag of
is
holding
recurring.
and portable holes.
Bag of
Just-
portable holding.
It's a rupture to the astral plane that sucks you guys all in.
Okay, but actually, who's taking this?
I guess I'll carry it.
I'm not snatching everything immediately.
But this is your excuse if you have all the bags of holding.
It's true.
Can you learn regeneration right now, Mr. Cleric Man?
I do not think I.
I can't remember if it was 4th or 5th.
Regenerate is a 7th level spell. And by level, I mean rank.
Okay, but wasn't there a ritual?
Man, I don't know about rituals.
I'm not looking at rituals. I'm
Fair
just
enough.
spells.
Rituals can
also,
be just whatever.
Are we putting these things in the questionable bag or in my bag?
I'll put the less valuable stuff in the questionable bag. And
It was started in the questionable bag.
I just pulled over the questionable bag, assuming it would drag along with it. That was not the case.
Alright, well, I can fix that. Give to Yawn. Give to Yawn. All right. Clues. So at this point, you have not fully investigated the tower, but that's all. Having a life-threatening combat in the morning, you can return to your camp, abutting the dried lake bed, and communicate, or kind of reconvene what with everyone else has found. And you learn an additional clue. That Domora's founder, Domora Hume, saved his people from violent raiders by summoning a powerful water spirit named Dizad from the lake just outside of town, which is what you're camped by. Henceforth, the water was called Hume's Pool, and the people of Domora revered Dizad and Domora as a goddess and a god caller. Future generations of Domorans continued the tradition of god calling, summoning Dizad and other local spirits to guide and protect the city. Joe, you want to call it?
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm sorry.
You're good.
All right, you guys can overnight rest. We'll go to the next day, and then we will continue on investigating. You can return back to the tower to look for more obscure clues and potentially check other sites out. Or by library, I mean tower.
So the ways this is gonna shake out is that any given day or period of time, we make a series of checks, and then we either do or don't get it, and then we're just wait. It's just how much time we spend looking for clues.
Potentially, yeah. There's also encounter tables that I'm going off of that will punish you for taking too long.
Gotcha. Oh, right, because you said the thing about the night, right?
Yeah,
Not having the reclaimers here at night is a mistake.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to push your luck, even though you don't need to sleep. So once it gets dark, it gets spooky, and they know rituals that more or less hide you from demons. So you don't expect to be attacked at night like you were that one time that was really hit or miss. That was a tough fight.
That was very touch and go.
Let's see.
AoE crafting.
AoE crafting.
Can you make Teriani go to sleep so I can stuff more stuff in him?
You want a minute to rephrase that?
I'll hit the button for him.
She does stuff and stuff.
Cool. This is our new splash screen for a while. No conflicts next week or the week after.
Short of any surprise meetings that I have to do on my own time again, I don't have any foreseeable conflicts for a while.
Yeah, not till Thanksgiving, because we're going on a 5 a.m. flight the Monday beforehand, so we'll probably miss the week of Thanksgiving, or play on the Sunday beforehand. Who knows?
That would work for me if that's what we want to do.
What a nice, tidy 2-hour session.
My new work schedule leaves me open for pretty much anything.
Whoa!
Since I start work at 10:30. I mean, I'm assuming we don't really run that late anyway, regardless of what day we play on. So
yeah, we normally will start at 6, and yeah, we're getting like 3-hour games in. This one is a half session because we care about our friends.
These guys.
All right, I'll see you at Pathfinder Society next Sunday.
So not this coming Sunday?
Not this Sunday. The 27th. It's a 3 to 6. So you get to bring a classic fight man.
Nice. What's the cyberpunk thing?
Don't know. I didn't go last week because Rachel had to go to Cordova, but I'm gonna go tomorrow. Guy just wanted to run cyberpunk.
Oh, so you're not running it.
I'm not running it now.
Interesting.
Oh man, if we make Sarah come up here to spend the winter, we can force her to go to Pathfinder Society, and we can kick
What?
Joe out. We can kick Joe out of this campaign and play at my house.
And
Aw.
every time Joe falls asleep, we just pack up and go to Adam's house and keep playing.
We've all got
Because of
beefy
because of
laptops.
in the games.
I don't have a beefy laptop, but it's good enough.
Good enough for frame work. See, we get all the benefits of the VTT, but also all the benefits of playing in person.
Yeah,
I
that's what
can
I've been doing for a
unplug my
while.
phone.
That's what I'm gonna do when I join your game instead of running my own games.
We saw how well that worked last time.
I
You
got
barely
the-
went. You barely went a whole campaign before you started getting the itch.
I got the itch. Yeah, I've got a pretty good hybrid set up at Society now, where I'm like running the combat on Foundry, and I have my iPad up as like just a condition tracker and initiative tracker for everybody else. So like we're still using minis and the map in person, but like initiative and health bars and statuses and timers are all going through Foundry, which is I think like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
But you know, premium modules, we get all the fancy maps, so I want to use them.
Yeah, I debated between actually like hybridizing or just full on digital on tabletop, and I just don't feel like carrying on a bunch of minis. So digital on tabletop is what we did.
Yeah, and if I used to do that where before I moved in with Rachel, and I had the legal power to move a television, and I would bring it to the game store and use it to run map tool.
Legal power.
Yeah, I don't have that legal power anymore.
I mean, you could just build like just like be fancy about it and build a whole table around a TV.
Maybe.
And then bring
I-
the table to the game store.
I have the little like back feet mount installed on my table, so I could very easily set it down on my dining room table and it'd be a good VTT, but it takes up a big footprint, and I don't know. Who knows? Good night.
Space is a precious
Bye.
resource.
See
Bye,
you,
everybody.
everybody.